We all need to make a living. A paycheck is essential. But if you want to build a truly thriving organization, money can only take you so far. Countless studies and real-world examples have shown that throwing more money at employees doesn't necessarily translate to increased motivation or better performance in the long run. To understand what truly motivates people at work, we need to dig deeper. We need to understand the psychology of motivation itself. That's where Frederick Herzberg's two-factor theory comes in. This groundbreaking theory, developed in the 1950s, provides a framework for understanding the difference between job satisfaction and job dissatisfaction. And it highlights the crucial distinction between factors that prevent unhappiness and those that actively promote job satisfaction and engagement. Herzberg's two-factor theory, also known as the motivation hygiene theory, argues that there are two distinct sets of factors that influence our feelings about our jobs. On one hand, we have hygiene factors, which are essential for preventing dissatisfaction. These are the baseline elements that we expect to be present in any decent workplace. On the other hand, we have motivational factors. These are the elements that truly drive engagement, job satisfaction, and high performance. They are intrinsic to the work itself and tap into our deep-seated human needs for growth, meaning, and purpose. Understanding the difference between these two types of factors is key to unlocking true workplace motivation. Hygiene factors are the essential elements that prevent dissatisfaction at work. Think of them as the foundation of a house. You need a solid foundation to build upon, but the foundation alone doesn't make a house a home. Some common hygiene factors include salary and benefits, job security, company policies, relationships with colleagues and supervisors, and the physical work environment. When these factors are absent or inadequate, employees are likely to be unhappy and dissatisfied. However, and this is crucial, simply providing these factors does not necessarily lead to increased motivation or engagement. It merely prevents dissatisfaction. Motivational factors are the elements that truly ignite the fire within us. These are the factors that make us feel excited to come to work each day, that challenge us to grow and learn, and that give us a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Some key motivational factors include achievement, the feeling of accomplishment that comes from setting and achieving goals. Recognition, being acknowledged and appreciated for our contributions. Responsibility, having the autonomy and authority to make decisions and take ownership of our work. Growth and development, opportunities to learn new skills, take on new challenges, and advance our careers. The work itself, finding the work itself to be engaging, meaningful, and aligned with our values. These factors tap into our intrinsic motivation, which is the drive that comes from within us rather than from external rewards or pressures. The power of intrinsic motivation, finding joy in the journey. Intrinsic motivation is a powerful force. When we are intrinsically motivated, we are driven by the inherent satisfaction and enjoyment we derive from the activity itself, rather than by external rewards or pressures. We work because we want to, not because we have to. Think about the things you are most passionate about in life. Chances are you engage in these activities for the sheer joy of it, not because you expect to get paid or receive any external recognition. This is the power of intrinsic motivation. And when we can tap into this power in the workplace, amazing things can happen. Section 6. Autonomy, the freedom to forge your own path. Autonomy is the freedom to have a say in how we do our work. It's about feeling empowered to make decisions, take ownership of our tasks, and have a sense of control over our work environment. When we have autonomy, we are more likely to be engaged in our work, feel a sense of ownership over our contributions, and be motivated to go above and beyond. We are also more likely to be creative and innovative, as we have the freedom to experiment and try new things. Section 7. Mastery, the satisfaction of skill and growth. Mastery is the desire to continuously improve our skills and knowledge. It's about the journey of becoming better at what we do, of pushing ourselves to learn and grow, and of striving for excellence in our craft. When we feel like we are constantly learning and developing, we are more likely to be engaged and motivated in our work. We are also more likely to be resilient in the face of challenges, as we see setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. Section 8. Purpose. Connecting work to something bigger. Purpose is the feeling that our work has meaning and significance beyond just earning a paycheck. It's about connecting our daily tasks to a larger mission, vision, or set of values that we believe in. When we feel like our work has purpose, we are more likely to be passionate and engaged. We are also more likely to be resilient in the face of challenges, as we have a strong sense of why we are doing what we do. Section 9. Cultivating a culture of intrinsic motivation, a roadmap for leaders. Creating a workplace that fosters intrinsic motivation isn't about offering superficial perks or simply increasing salaries. It's about cultivating a culture where employees feel valued, respected, and empowered. It's about creating an environment where people feel connected to a shared purpose, have the autonomy to make decisions, and are given the opportunity to learn, grow, and master their craft. By focusing on the factors that truly drive motivation, organizations can create a workplace where people are excited to come to work each day, where they are passionate about their contributions, and where they are driven to achieve great things. The key is to remember that true motivation comes from within, and it's up to leaders to create an environment that allows that motivation to flourish.